What is going on, everybody? Enzo here, and we are into episode 2 of Final Fantasy 16. So if you guys missed it, I am starting a series on the channel just to keep the uploads going. And Final Fantasy 16 is a game that I have played once before, but it's been quite some time, so I don't quite remember the lore as well as I did the first time. I have also never played either of the DLC, so we'll be checking that as well as we go further. Lore videos are still coming, it's just that it's gonna take me some time to get them all edited and uploaded, and I don't want to wait months on end for videos to be uploaded on this channel. So, you know, for something for a couple of all of you to enjoy, feel free. So we are, I think we just finished our audience with Clive's dad, and we are in the flashback of when he was a kid, or younger anyway. It's not a kid here, his brother's the kid. But let's go.
Good as new.
Forgive me, Lord Marquess, pray do not concern yourself with this bungling cur. Bow to him, you fool. Did I say to speak?
It was no trouble, really.
Oh, do not indulge him. To be allowed to stand in your lordship's presence is more than his kind deserves. Why, neither the Empire nor the Republic treat their bearers half so well. He was lucky to be born in your father's dominion. Very lucky, as I remind him every day.
Stand, please.
Stand.
I trust his good fortune will continue.
Of course, if that is your lordship's wish.
Don't work too hard. Remember, it is for the good of the duchy that you serve.
I like how Ben Star is trying. He sounds the same whether he's the younger version or older version of Clive. It's really hard when you're trying to portray a younger version of yourself.
Now. Back to your duties.
So I guess that cutscene was where we started getting the idea of the certain type of people called bearers, and how the guy said that he was lucky that he got to serve in this dominion where they treat bearers a lot better than others. So anyone with a scar on their face, like this guy right here, is a bearer, and they possess magical abilities, unlike the other folk that obviously discriminate against them.
We'll be having a feast for the two
I think it's... I mean, I can't quite remember why they discriminate them so, but it is a shame. But I think that's part of the whole political, or the hierarchy, social hierarchy status of Final Fantasy 16, which I remember does playing a pretty big role into the overall story.
I'm having my bearer filled with well, my lord. Best to save what crystals we can, eh?
Even you can just tell by the way he talks about his bearer that, you know, he treats it like a possession, and it's, you know, obviously it's not good. But it is the reality of Valisthea, which, you know,
nice and quiet in
what
here,
can you really
isn't it?
do or say, right?
There's Joshua.
And of course, it's very obvious that many kingdoms don't
Clive?
treat their bearers well compared to this one.
Are you worried about the war?
The soldiers will expect the Phoenix to help them, but I don't know if I can.
Don't worry, Joshua. Father will guide you. And I will protect you. Always.
I know. Thank you, Clive.
Thank you indeed. Oh boy, what do you want?
That child is the future of our nation. He must be protected. All other concerns are insignificant.
Well, right now, Clive's standing side by side with his mother. Well, at least I am, because I just made him. But we're also seeing this complex relationship right here, where obviously the mother favors the younger child a lot more because he is the dominant for Phoenix, and Clive, being the older brother, is the first shield. I believe, obviously, if it was the other way around, then the mother might have been treating Clive better, but you know, seeing this also complex relationship does play a role in the story, and it is one that I do remember. She was designed to be a very good antagonist, even though she herself does not possess any sort of magical or big powers. At least not in her own right. She does it through other means, but that's something we'll see later down the line. And now we approach our father. Which obviously the father treats Clive a lot differently than the mother does.
Good luck.
You commanded my presence, Your Grace. How may I serve you?
All right, you can stop licking my boots. Your mother isn't here.
Do the territories fare any better?
Most lie under a pall of black. In just these few moons, the Blight has taken nigh on all of the northern reaches. It is only a matter of time before it crosses the border.
By the flames.
Nearly every available bed in the capital is already occupied by those fleeing the Deadlands. Even if we were to send them south, to Port Isolde, more would only follow in their wake. Every day we delay brings us closer to disaster. We must move now.
Against the Iron Kingdom.
We have traded blows with them for too long. It is time to end it.
At the very least, we must secure Drake's breath. Without the blessing of the Mother Crystal, we cannot defend our realm from the spread of the Blight.
The Iron Blood will not relinquish it easily. This will be a bitter fight.
We ride for Phoenix Gate tomorrow. There we will listen to the words of our ancestors, as tradition dictates.
Am I to go with you as Joshua's shield?
There is something else I would have you do first. Rodney.
You will have heard the reports, I am sure, of beastmen from the north being sighted within our borders.
Goblins in the Stillwind Marshes. I know of the rumors, yes.
Then you know what must be done. I will give you 2 good men. While we ride north tomorrow, you will journey to Stillwind, search it, and clear it. Then you will join us at Phoenix Gate.
It is time to prove your strength. And shut your mother up for good.
I will do my duty, Your Grace.
That will be all. Rest well. We ride at dawn.
Yes, Your Grace.
Well, we're given our orders. Active time lore, compilation of important information. Ah, good. We can actually take a look at this right now. So we're currently at Rosalith Castle, situated in the heart of the ducal capital of Rosalith. It is from this towering ivory fortress that the Archduke and his family rule their nation. An architectural feat the founder himself would be proud of. The castle has stood since the early days of the duchy, and watch over the rise of this proud nation and the people who inhabited the city beneath. Interesting. What other information do we have? We have the Rosaria, the nation occupying the western reaches of the continent of Storm, with Rosalith as its capital. Rosaria was originally formed from a collection of smaller dominions, all of which now stand united under the banner of Archduke Elwyn Rosfield. Not possessing a mother crystal of its own, the duchy has long been locked in bitter conflict with the Iron Kingdom over possession of Drake's Breath, which lies still further to the west, in the midst of the boiling sea. Elwyn Rosfield is the Archduke of the Grand Duchy of Rosaria and the father of Clive and Joshua, loved by his people for his steadfast leadership both at home and on the battlefield, which he put to good effort in quelling the rebellious northern territories. The Iron Kingdom, also known in the local tongue as Hearan, the Iron Kingdom is an archipelago nation situated off the west coast of Storm, with its capital at Craig Loiskda. The mother crystal, Drake's Breath, rises from a volcanic island and situated just within or without its borders, depending on who you ask, and has been the subject of long-standing conflict between the Ironblood and the neighboring Duchy of Rosaria. The Iron Kingdom's inhabitants shun any contact with outsiders, which has given rise to a unique, if largely inward-looking, culture. And mother crystals, enormous glassy mountains, 5 of which tower over the lands of Valisthea. They are the source of all the crystals that the people of the Twins rely on their everyday lives. Not only that, but the lands surrounding them are rich with ether, making the magic of the crystals cast even more potent. For these reasons, great nations have sprung up around each mother crystal and have long warred with each other for possession of their blessings. So, for those of you who've been playing Final Fantasy for a while, a lot of its story revolves around some form of use of crystals. They're all used in different forms, but one way or another, they're definitely linked to a world source of magical abilities, which obviously is what creates the fantasy part of Final Fantasy. Let me just go up to my chambers real quick. So the way it works here in Final Fantasy 16 is that there are massive crystals located around Valisthea, and a lot of kingdoms were built around them, which obviously if you built a nation right by a great source of magic, then you are going to have access to those properties, which then you can obviously use to enhance the quality of your kingdom, of course. And as it stated before, Rosaria is the only nation, at least without a mother crystal officially, as it is currently in war with the Iron Kingdom for possession of Drake's Breath, which is one of the crystals.
How long will you be away this time?
Not long. 4 days, maybe 5.
And you will be taking Joshua?
Well, I can't exactly leave him behind, can I? The blood of the Rosfields runs in his veins. Before going to war, we perform the rite at Phoenix Gate. It's our way. You know that. And only the dominant can enter the apothecary, so yes, I'm taking Joshua.
Oh, to hell with your way! The boy is ill.
You think I don't know that? But the boy is also the Phoenix. The heir to the throne. You can't keep him in swaddling clothes all of his life.
Elwyn!
Don't worry. Clive will watch over him. Though he is a youth of but 15 years, he's already a fine soldier. He will make a splendid shield.
You see more in him than the Phoenix did. He was rejected, Elwyn. Our household has no place for such a failure. He is worthless, a man like any other.
As am I, my dear.
Nonsense. You are the Archduke of Rosaria.
Oh, not this again. You know as well as I do that I only sit upon the throne because my father was taken before his time. I am merely warming the seat till Joshua comes of age.
You are your father's firstborn son, and you sit upon the throne. All is in its right place. Unlike some, you have not disgraced our noble blood.
Without men like Clive to keep us safe, your precious noble blood would long since have graced the gutter. We have an early start. I'm going to sleep.
She is such a hateable character. Like, it's so hard for you to not hate her. Her obsession with power is really, really well expressed.
This is it then. Time to prove yourself.
Wishing on a star?
I'm a little old for that. I should get some sleep.
Right. You're going with them tomorrow, aren't you?
I am Joshua's shield. I'm sworn to protect him. He takes too many risks. I only wish I could save him from himself.
Clive, you...
I have another mission too. Father has given me my first command.
Well, if you're not going to pray to Metia for your safe return, I shall just have to do it for you. There's going to be another war, isn't there? Since coming here, I've begun to take peace for granted. I assumed the war between our nations would be the last. But it never really ends, does it?
No. The next war will be bigger than before.
But you'll be all right, won't you, Clive? You're a shield of Rosaria, after all, and blessed by the Phoenix.
It's getting cold. We should go in. My lady.
Good night, Clive.
Sorry, Ambrosia. We won't be hunting today.
Don't worry. I'm sure you'll do brilliantly.
I'll try.
Good luck!
Friends, we ride for Phoenix Gate. May the blessing of the crystals go with us and shield the Firebird's flame forevermore!
As grace departs, open the gates!
Lord Rossfield, allow me. I shall see her safely to Phoenix Gate.
Thank you.
We're ready to depart, my lord.
May I say what an honor it is to serve alongside you?
This is to be no mere investigation. If there are goblins in Stillwind, they won't leave willingly. The beastmen are a fierce foe. We underestimate them at our peril.
Not today, we won't.
Sir Wade, Sir Tyler, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
As you command.
To the marshes, then. And may the blessing of the crystals go with us.
All right. Time for head for Stillwind. The world map displays the locations available. Oh yeah, I forget that this is not actually open world. I guess I'm not able to do that yet, but anyway, let's head over. Rosaria.
Keep your eyes open for those goblins. The reports placed them in this area.
It's all swamps from here. What's your step, my lord?
And everything else.
Okay, now we get our chance at a first real quest. Let's do it. Okay. Alright, time to go see if
Not exactly the
rumor is
most
true.
well-maintained path. And who do you imagine would maintain it? They've all fled from the Blight.
It's hard to believe that anyone used to live here.
The old village of Stillwind is ahead. Not that there's a lot left of it.
So it seems that this Stillwind was once either a town or a village or possibly even a city. It looks like it existed before this calamity known as the Blight hit it. And pretty much the Blight is when all natural, all natural qualities of the surrounding area pretty much gets died out for an unknown, well, for a reason. And pretty much the town nearby is, it's really no point living there if like all of the fauna and flora around it have pretty much been sucked out. The best way to describe what the Blight is. So then it results into pretty much ruins. Said to watch your step, man. So much for the element of surprise. I like how every game there's a different interpretation of what goblins look like. Like these look more like scamps or imps, at least in the world of the Elder Scrolls. That didn't take long.
Goblins. So the reports were true.
We should press on. There may be more ahead.
Oh, there probably are. Let's go see. But first, let me check if there's anything around we can scavenge. It doesn't look like it, so I think we're good on that department. So, yeah, like this, like looking at how dark this place is, like when you talk about the surrounding area being completely sucked out, it's almost like Like, the fact that there's barely any leaves on some of these trees, and it's pretty much a swamp. Like, you can tell nothing and no one's lived here for quite some time. I don't know, it's always sad to see places that are like that, but, you know, sometimes things just happen in the world that forces these things to happen.
Stillwind. Have care, my lord.
Looks like we're entering what would have been the main gate of what was once Stillwind. Oh, we like loot. Oh wait, I don't. It's not charged yet.
I think you are worried, my lord.
Well, I think we'd be worried for other reasons, if anything. I feel like goblins would be the least of them. Let's see what else lies around this village. Oh wait, it's X. Kicks down the mighty barrier. I can't remember if this place is still... Or at least like once you leave it, if you can come back to it later. Because I know sometimes you'll miss stuff when you travel through places like these because there's just so many things that you can miss. Like, for example, I think in my first time playing it, I don't think I went up that abandoned place and found that item. Wait, is there... I saw something down there. Well, actually, I didn't see anything, but... Okay. No, I didn't. I was just scamming myself.
Watch out, my lord.
We jump right into a goblin trap.
And what a number. We'll all have our hands full here.
Parry. Oh, square is parry? Okay. Wait, no, square is attack. How's it parry?
Come on.
Oh, he got me on that one. Alright, which way? I think it's here. I guess all we're really doing now is just trying to... I'm guessing these goblins have a
be nearing the old village square.
It might not be a nest of goblins.
No, it's gonna be a lot worse. I can guarantee that, probably.
Sneaky sods. We're trapped.
My lord, I'm working on it. He's the leader. But we'll have to take care of his followers first.
Care to thin the herd?
As if you have to ask. fighting a friend! On your feet, Sir Wade.
Here it comes!
Oh boy, why is it always gonna be a fat one? Okay. Larger enemies must be faced with cautions. They have far more HP and will often use devastating abilities to overwhelm opponents. Blessing of the Phoenix to only deal considerable damage, but also break their wills. Oh wait, I clearly pressed the wrong button there. Whoops.
You don't have to tell me twice.
I feel like when I'm in these kinds of like high, oh there we go, like high situations, it's hard for me to time my evasion attacks. I tried timing that one, it clearly didn't work. Oh, there we go. Hitting them while they're down. Oh wait, my ability's not up yet. Oh shit, I was hoping to have it up by the time.
Nice try.
Oh, there we go. I got hit a couple times, but you know, we'll take it. I thought I dodged that one. Okay. Okay. I mean, I definitely didn't need to be hit by those attacks. I just wanted to see if I could, if I could time my evasion a little bit better. I mean, kind of no time better than this one to test it out, even though it clearly did not work well for me. Battle rewards. A separate results screen will appear displaying battle performance and rewards. Okay, well my performance clearly didn't do well. Or at least not as well as I would have hoped. Hard leather ammo.
Come back and fight, you coward! After him, before
Also, goblins have red blood, just like humans. Gear and abilities can improve player attributes. Yeah, sounds good. Wait, hold on. I did get an armlet, so let's go ahead and put that on real quick. Main menu items. Wait, it's gear and icons. There we go. I think it's this one, right? Yeah. Yes, it is. Rosarian belt, Rosarian oath. We got some lore. Let's go read up some more lore. An area of swampland that stretches northeast. The odd village could once be found here, but nothing to compare to the lively settlements that lined the main roads of the realm. And with the encroachment of the blight and the creatures driven before it, even these scant settlements were soon deserted. Sir Wade, a loyal shield of Rosaria chosen by Lord Commander Rodney to accompany Clive on his expedition to Stillwind. Once but a low-born page, Wade was inspired to join the ranks after a woodpile fell on him, and his life was saved by a young Joshua. Sir Tyler, loyal shield of Rosaria and a scion of a noble family, Tyler followed in his father's footsteps in entering the service of the duchy, rising to the position of right-hand man to the Lord Commander. He was chosen by Lord Murdoch to accompany Clive on his expedition to Stillwind. A level head who could be trusted not only to obey the young Lord Marquis's orders and to keep him safe, but to help keep the fiery Sir Wade in line. Jesus Christ, that was a bunch of wordplay on that one. And of course, everyone's favorite common enemy, goblins. Well, my throat's kind of hurting, so... I thought everything ended with that Gigas. I can't remember if there were more. There are more, okay. Well, I guess if our marching orders were to get rid of all the goblins, that's what we're supposed to do, right? I feel like we're being baited. Oh yeah, that's right, we are.
This ends now. What's in there?
South.
Oh boy.
Keep clear of its maw, my lord. That thing's breath is worse than its bite.
Honestly, you don't gotta tell me twice, man.
That reeks.
I don't know how to feel about transitioning from... Because obviously a lot of the more modern Final Fantasy games have gone to action-style combat as opposed to turn-based, so... I don't know, what do you guys' thoughts on that? Let me know. I mean, to be fair, a lot of the key with these kinds of bosses, especially if you're doing action-style combat, you just gotta find a pattern. What kind of attacks they like to do, and, you know, certain side effects they can have, like, for example, that tar right there on the bottom. Obviously, you want to avoid that. Where's it going?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Oh boy.
But you don't!
Cinematic battle time. Now, personally, I like the addition of the cinematic effects in these battles. Otherwise, you're just wildly swinging and dodging, right? And obviously, that's no fun. Now what? Oh. Okay, now that's an attack I did not see it do yet. Nice try, buddy. Oh shoot, he did it again. There we go. Shoot. Oh, that was close. I was close enough to dodge it. Shoot.
You won't be gone for long.
You won't be gone for long.
Cannot fall here.
Cinematic evasion. Oh yeah, they even have evasion versions of this.
Now for the final push, my lord.
Well, I don't think we're taking it out after the stagger strike, but you know. Are these guys even doing anything? They're just standing there. Oh, so they attack now? Really? Oh, this thing's going crazy.
I think we made it angry.
Well, maybe a little bit.
We made it die. Let me attend to your wounds.
See, I also have to remember that I have my Phoenix Shift ability because I just keep running to it, wasting all my time. There we go. I think this should be enough to take it down, but we'll see. I guess not. Oh, I forgot about its second part. There we go. Not gonna lie, that was a bit more challenging. I mean, I did make it action focused, so I think last time I played it was story focused, which fair enough.
My lord,
Thanks.
I never thought I'd see it.
Gotta stay hydrated.
Not just goblins in Rosaria, but mortals too.
I'll petition His Grace to send a detachment. If we don't stop them here, they'll be at our gates before long.
We should get moving. We don't want to be caught out here after dark.
If we set off now, we can still reach Phoenix Gate before nightfall.
Damned blight.
Okay, I think this is a good place to end off the episode. So if you guys did enjoy, please leave a like on this video and I will see you all in the next episode. Other than that, this is Enzo signing out, and of course, consider subscribing to the channel.